those guys. Like instantly, that would destroy racism.
Tom Kenny was amazing to be able to run into the hallway. Honestly, I don't think I could.
Oh, we have a ton of guests. Make sure to go to SouthTexasComicCon.com to cosplay, the people, the customers, and just to interact with everybody. That was fun.
I really like the SpongeBob voice actor.
It took me about a month to play Transformers. I didn't know that.
Meeting some of the comic creators, we got to meet Cthulhu. That was really cool. We got to
People were spending money. That's all we can ask.
Awesome. So,
a great turnout. Probably maybe our most successful midnight release.
the best part is doing it with my awesome son. That is the best.
Just accountability and representation. You gotta be a humbling.
Mobs and all that stuff, like weird stuff. Obviously, in Natalia, we didn't see.
I always wanted to meet the voice actor of Gohan, Dragon Ball Z.
Meeting new customers and promoting.
You make a convention happen with no power. Every time we come to the RGV, our favorite thing is the food.
Are there consequences? Yeah.
I used to live in Texas, and I was fresh. I was a kid selling to other kids, like to other kids.
It's 5:30 in the morning, bro. I'm half asleep. Shout out to the guy who made the
Posting modo, dude. That's the way life works. If they make it work, they make it work. But sooner and Yoda, that no matter what, however worse it was.
Invader Zim fan. I got an Invader Zim tattoo. I think it's on this side.
Back then, dude, the shit that advertisement was fucking amazing.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us live. Robert, I see you in the comments, Robert. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. We got a special guest coming to us, guys. So let us know if you're here, Robert. If you're out there, Rob, how does it sound? How does the audio sound? Let me know. I'm hoping it's good. I can't hear myself. Can I hear myself? Hold on. Thanks for joining us tonight. Okay, so the audio works. Sweet. All right, guys. So thanks for joining us on our podcast this Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, 8:05. We're going to go ahead and introduce one of our local businesses here, and we'll introduce them here in a minute. So let's welcome them. They introduce themselves one at a time whenever y'all are ready.
Hi, I'm Jessica Gomez.
And I'm Carlos Gomez.
And we're from J5 Collectibles.
Nice, appreciate you. You sound hot, brother. Does it really hot, man? Is that good or bad? Let's see. Well, let's just see how that turns this way. So, but alrighty. So again, guys, thanks for J5 for joining us. So, they were very nervous. Not gonna lie.
I am.
They were very, very nervous. But I told them not to worry. We got some good fans out there that are gonna, how do you say it? Walk us through this process. So, we'll keep it very simple, very simple. You sound good. Oh, my bad, Robert. You had me worried there. Thanks for, I appreciate it. So, Carlos.
Yes, sir.
Jessica, right? Okay, good. I'm so sorry. Now y'all making me nervous.
Okay.
All right. So, let me give you guys a little background about me. So, for a lot of you guys who've, been following us for a while, we stopped doing the podcast for a minute. We kind of focused more on building some inventory and so forth, doing different conventions. So I'm not going to waste too much time on my backstory. However, Carlos and Jessica, I'm not sure if they've heard about my background. So I'm going to be the first one to break the ice here. Stupid autocorrect, right, bro? Autocorrect messes you up. Like, who's going to say what the duck? Like, seriously, like, what the ducks have to do with it? But again, my name's David, guys. I'm the owner. Technically there's another owner, but on paper, I'm responsible for Adam Collections, where we sell Funkos, exclusive comic covers, and so forth. A little bit of everything within this awesome collectible community. I actually started off collecting in a very odd way, Carlos, Jessica. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Nickelodeon. You guys remember the Nickelodeon?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So my father was a security guard there for like years. And at that time, I didn't know, at that time that was a particular hard area, a little tougher area than normal growing up. Because I was a kid, you don't care. So my dad used to bring home Pokemon cards, which he would get from the prize booth. And he wouldn't pay for them, obviously, right? He just did his thing. And then I would take those cards and I would sell them at school to get money to buy like ice cream and pizza and stuff, just because I didn't grow up with a lot, right? So in my brain, I was like, oh, I need to get this ice cream. How can I get this ice cream? Well, I didn't pay nothing for this. If I sell it for $1, I could get 2 ice creams, If I sell it for $5, I could have ice cream for the week, So that kind of got me into the buy and sell. And then as I got older, I became a big Power Ranger fan. Started collecting a lot of Power Ranger pops, so forth. Met my friends at the time, was Fred and JJ. Opened up a business, so forth. And then from there, we separated to start Adam Collections. So that's how I kind of got into it. So Jessica, Carlos, I know you guys have been together. Were you aware that he had a problem, or like
that I had a problem collecting this stuff?
like what
Honestly,
what got you
brother,
in there?
Honestly, I started collecting in the 80s.
Mhm.
And I think I remember that my first football pack that I opened, it cost me around 25 cents, more or less. And my first card that I saw, and I think I still have it, it's a 1981 Topps Joe Montana rookie card.
My goodness.
Yes. And I started collecting since the 80s, just cards. I mean, it's not about selling or anything like that, but we used to play with the cards. And just, my mom used to throw a lot of them away because we used to leave them everywhere. So, but yeah, and then, after so many years, I met my wife and everything, and we got married. And then I got her into collecting.
Well, I started collecting Barbies when I was small. That's my love, Barbies and backpacks.
Barbies and backpacks. So you already knew that he was a collector before.
Oh yes, he came with his bundle of cards.
So that was your first card. So how old were you purchased that first card? You were
the first pack. I think I was around 8, more or less, 8 years old. Yeah.
Alrighty. Or did you collect anything else like figures or Beanie Baby? Did you have a Beanie Baby phase?
We used to have some, right?
We used to, but we weren't a big fan of Beanie Babies.
Nah.
Was it something that you guys decided to do together? Like, because me and my wife, we do the same thing. Like, if we go into like a Walmart, we'll start like, okay, well, let's see what we can find, right? Was that just something that you guys did naturally, or was it something you enjoyed together? Or
yes, but usually he will go to the cards section, and I'll go to the toy section.
Yes,
divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. What's it called? No, that's very good. What transitioned you guys? Because obviously, I don't want to get into the shop right now. We're going to progress that way. But at some point you became vendors. What was that transition? Do you remember the year? Do you remember your first event, or exactly what you guys did to take that leap into doing it?
You want to answer that, or you want me to answer? Yes. First of all, I mean, honestly, we want to thank Mr. Lozoya out there, because he's the one who gave us Mr. Rick Lozoya, because he's the one that told us about the events. And he invited us over. He gave us half of his table, and we were just carrying like a few boxes of football. And I think we sold out the first day, right? But we only had a few, nothing like major or anything. But he introduced us into being a vendor. We loved it, honestly. We loved it because you get to talk to all these people and meet everybody, and then at the end of the day, you take money home. So what else is there, right?
It was really fun being out there, meeting new people, seeing new stuff, and it was really exciting. And it was like, this could be good for us to start doing.
Yes.
Interesting. So that first event you did, it was with a gentleman named Rick. Was it like a card show? Was it like a Comic-Con library show, or do you remember what it was?
Yes. It was at Mando's. What is it? The toy
Expo.
The Collectors Expo?
The Collectors Expo.
Yeah,
it was at the Collectors Expo.
The United Collectors Expo. Nice. So what year did you guys start the vending?
4 years ago, more or less. Around 4 years ago, more or less, yeah.
So around 2021.
More or less, yeah.
Nice. So besides doing that event, like United Collectors Expo, what would you say? Because obviously you've done multiple now, right? You've done your first one in, let's say, 4 years ago, and you guys started doing multiple. What was your biggest takeaway from interacting with the customers? Like, did you notice that, they wanted more Funkos, they wanted more Loungeflies? Like, how did you kind of supply the market with that for the customers?
Honestly, I would say that, we would see ourselves, before becoming a vendor, we would see ourselves going out there to this events, and we would just buy whatever we liked. So we put ourselves in their shoes, and well, let's just try to get whatever we think that people like. So we started like getting our personal collections out there to sell because once we started, I mean, yeah, we loved it and we kept on going and we've just taken our personal collection out there and I mean it was fun. It was fun. So
Nice. So, when you guys decided to sell your personal collection, because I have a lot of like things I would never want to sell. We just talked about it right now before we came on, right? Did you ever sell something that you just knew like I'm never gonna get that again? Was there any of that one item? A beanie
not,
baby, maybe a purse?
not really. I mean, I guess maybe the one from what's his name from Scarface. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. And I mean, even though I had autographs on a lot of autographs from what's his name uh Scarface. What's his name?
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana,
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. We had several autographs from him, and but honestly, we were having more fun, just going out to those events and just selling all this stuff out there. We became vendors. You can't. I don't think. I don't think there's you can't have it both ways. Either you're a vendor or you're a collector. I would say.
No, that's very true. So you guys are vending. And what kind of encouraged you all to go ahead and say like, hey, we should go ahead and open up a location? Because it's a big process. A lot of people don't understand. There's permits, there's certain certifications, inspections, and things like that we have to go through. So what kind of gave you guys the idea? Like, when did the idea spark? Because I'm pretty sure you didn't do it from one day to the next, right?
Well, before we even thought about it, in the past, I think it was in around 2015. We already had opened another business, and it was a bar there, sports pub there in Alamo, and we had a little bit of experience. We know how it is with the permits and all that stuff, but um, and that was no problem for me. I mean, I just went in there and opened up a bar. But for this, I got kind of nervous. Like I don't know if we're gonna do the right thing. There's still a lot of things that we're learning, right? So we just decided not from one day to another, but we were selling from the house. We were selling from the house. People will come over, and my daughter is the one who made the page, um, and we started from there, from the house, when the customers or the clients would come in, we would have problems with the dogs, being around and everything. They can put the dogs in and bring the dogs out and number. So it's we just talked about it. We were looking for a place and we found this one.
Nice, very cool. We got Miguel on. Thank you for joining us, Miguel. Always a loyal listener. Has Miguel gone by? You guys know Miguel Garza?
Miguel
Kind of
Garza.
tall.
I don't recognize names that well,
little
but
chunky.
faces I do.
Well, I mean, hopefully he'll stop by. Hopefully he stops by. He's usually from the Mercedes area.
Oh yeah.
Really cool dude. Loves collecting and stuff. He's like a big garage hunter. Like
Cool.
he likes that garage to sell stuff. I don't want to wake up early, but I'll do it sometimes. Well, that's good. So you guys saw the garage. I can be honest with you. There was a couple of, I guess, customers I've bought from before, where I walk into the house and they have to put their dogs away, and I'm like trying to rush to get the merchandise to the car because these dogs like, I'm like, oh my god, like I'm not gonna get bit for a pot, man. Like I was like, let's go. And I remember my wife, she's like, we'll bring back the totes. I'm like, I just spent this much money. I'm not bringing back no totes. Like, what are you talking about?
One dog. I have 6.
They had a good amount of dogs. I mean, I didn't count them, but 6 of them. If I have to use another hand, that's a lot. But no, that's good. That's good. So J5 Collectibles. I know it's a very unique name. So what was the meaning behind J5? Was it just something you guys auto generated? It doesn't mean anything. I can tell you guys, like with Adam Collections, it's ATOM. My son's name is Adam, ADAM. And when he was gonna be born, my middle brother Mike, he's like, hey, what's the name? I didn't tell nobody the name. I was like, I just kept it to myself. And I told my wife, I think I told her the day of, to be honest with you, or like the day before. And I told her like, oh, I think David Adam would be cool, but we'll call him Adam, just because I wanted my name there, obviously, right? And my brother's like, you should do it ATOM, and I was like, that sounds cool. Well, if he gets picked on, like if kids pick on him, I'm gonna be mad. Like I'm gonna have to go over there. So that's the reason behind Adam Collections, ATOM Collections, is why I named it Adam. It's very unique.
Yes.
The meaning behind Adams, it's the beginning of everything. Structures life and so forth. So that's what encouraged me to do Adam Collections, along with some other things for the LLC, which we won't go into too much detail. But J5, was there a meaning behind it? Was there a story behind it? Is it like an inside joke type of thing, or?
Well, I'm gonna let my wife answer this one. She knows.
J5. There's 5 of us, and we all have J's in our names.
Mhm.
My name is Jessica, so it's a J there. My husband is Carlos Jesus, so he has a J.
Mhm.
My son is Carlos Jesus Jr., so he has a J. My oldest is Joanna Monique, she has a J. And my middle child is Jessica Michelle, so she has a J. So it's a J5.
J5.
And we didn't plan this. We didn't plan it like, okay, we're gonna do J5 one of these days. So let's, but I did kind of plan it that everybody will have a J on their name. So
Yeah.
I like the J.
No, yeah, I get that. The funny story is my mother-in-law wanted like Adam, like then A, because it's the A in their family, right? And I was not gonna give her satisfaction. That's why I put it as the middle name. So that's why it was David Adam, because I had that Adam already originated like in my brain because of Power Rangers. But when she's like, the first name should be an A, I was like, no, we're not doing that. And so I did it as a second name. But I mean, I'm also kind of mean for that. But what's it called? But she's cool. I mean, we laugh about it now sometimes. But that's awesome. So J5 Collectibles has a good family meeting. So you guys recently opened up. Tell us, what were some of the things that you've noticed, having the actual location? Like, what are some things that you want people to know?
Want to do this? What was the question again?
So the question is, what do you want people to know about J5 Collectibles?
Well, then we're here in Alamo, and just trying to be. I don't know. Go ahead, help me out.
That we're there to any collections you are looking for, that we're there to help you out. Anything you all need, we're there.
and we might not all know everything, because there's a lot of stuff that we're still learning.
Mhm.
But the whatever we know, there's for example, last week and barely yesterday, I had a few customers that came in. They don't know nothing about collecting. They're barely starting, and we just try to tell them exactly how it is, well, what we know, So yeah, that's very important because there's, I think there's every day there's a collector being born. So
Absolutely. Miguel had a question for you guys. So Miguel asked, do you guys sell any vintage toys?
No, we don't.
No.
Sorry, Miguel, we don't.
No, Miguel, no vintage toys.
My brother's name is Miguel.
Hey, maybe y'all are related, so he gets a family discount.
Yeah, why
My
not?
family discount's paying more. I'm just kidding. So, very cool. So, as you guys are opening up, a lot of the product you guys sell, sports cards, right? You guys sell a lot of sports cards, One Piece, Pokemon, right? So now that you've seen this transition between collectibles, what would you say has been the most dramatic? Obviously, we were talking about like, the Funko market dying out, and then now cards coming in. How have you guys as business owners been adapting to that?
Well, I mean, we've only been open like 4 weeks, more or less. So, honestly, brother, this week we've been selling a lot of Funkos, and I mean, it might be dying out there, and it is surprising, but because we were probably seeing the same thing, but I don't know. Since it's new and maybe Alamo never had one, I don't know if it had one in the past, honestly. So for us, it's just everything selling
Mhm.
from Pokemon, from sports cards, the backpacks. It's not going crazy, but every day you don't know who's gonna walk into that store and just buy some whatever, So
Mhm.
um for us, everything is good. Funko Pops, the backpacks, the sports cards,
Keychains.
the keychains, all that stuff. We try to carry a little bit of everything for every single maybe member of the family. If the guy goes and buys sports cards, we have the backpack because sometimes, brother, I don't know if you ever seen it. I used to go, okay, myself. I used to go, and my wife will be with me, and I would be buying like maybe some cards, and she will be behind me like all bored, all like, when are you gonna hurry up and do this? And I mean, we try to, like, if somebody goes in there and they're bringing their family with them, for everybody to get something.
Very true. So opening up J5, doing United Collectors. We'll take a little backstep here. So Miguel just said, I just started following J5 Collectibles on Facebook. So you guys gained a follower.
Thank you, Miguel. Appreciate it, brother.
You're welcome, Miguel. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I like bothering Miguel. So after doing United Collectors, what other expos have you guys gone to or participated in, I should say, as vendors?
Honestly, I can't remember their names, but we've done several. I know we. Honestly, I'm sorry, but I can't remember their names.
Okay, let's transition the question. So, you've done other events besides United Collectors. What are some takeaways you've gotten from, let's say, your most recent events that are not United Collectors Expo? I know there's a lot of them. There's like the pavilion shows and so forth. What?
The SPI one.
No, but that was Mondo. That one was dead. That one was totally dead, honestly. So yeah, but I think it's a location, brother. Honestly, over there, I think it's a location. It's already all the way over there where nobody goes, I guess, because I mean, even though they had good groups and everything, but nobody was there.
Yeah.
Until when, like, late at night already. Yeah, it's when the people started coming in, but everybody was leaving already. So yeah, but other, honestly, I can't remember the other events.
Yours and the
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Which one?
The one at the
baseball field?
Yeah,
You guys did good on that one?
we did good. We did good.
That was the
Honestly,
most
brother, we
stressful one I
never,
ever did in my life.
that was real good.
brother, we
I
never
was waiting for that
done.
one again.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. We never done, like, we're not gonna say, hey, we did real bad on this one. Not even over there, the one at the island. We came out almost even, but we did not lose money.
Yeah, of course.
And then all the events we've been in there, it's been pretty good. We're not making millions or anything like that, but we're
Yeah, of course.
making decent money. So
Yeah, no, I've always believed that, regardless of the show's turnout, and I'll just give an example. I didn't do the SPI show. I heard about it. I'm not going to lie, Armando. I'm not going to put you on the spot. But I did call Armando right afterward. I'm lying. I called him the next day. And I was like, how was he? He's like, bro, he's like, I'm kind of glad you didn't go. This was bad. There's a whole backstory behind everything, right? Because
it's not his fault.
I mean, it's not his fault. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm not going to empower the wrong people. But, Armando's a good dude. And anyone who knows him knows he's going to do right. But, I've always looked at events because I've done some good events and I've done some slow events, right? And my slow events, I always try to come out with what kind of content can I make? Can it be an unboxing? Can it be a trade? Or just, even if I just put the phone on, just start recording just for fun, right? Yeah. One of the events I did last year was Sanrio. It was the first Sanrio that the team had did. And my girlfriend was selling pens and we had just kind of started the business. And we were starting to do like little expos and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Just for fun, I'm going to take comics. I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to buy comics. And she made pens, and I am not even joking. I'm not trying to brag, but she did at least like $500 in pens. And they're like $10 a pen. And I was just looking at her like, how are you making more money than me? Like, this is embarrassing. And then, the same thing paid off because, like, it'd be a family. So the wife and daughter would be making a pen. And then I would be selling to the husband, like, oh, I got some autographs. I got some comic books. And they're like, okay, boom, boom, boom. but then she was there like making more money than me. I'm like, I can't let her beat me, like if she beats me, I'm never gonna hear the end of it, like till the next one, because we were trying to make it a competition, right? When we go to like South Texas Comic Con or so forth, if I have my team out there, we always want to see who's gonna win, and we win nothing, but just bragging rights, which is I think it's the best prize, personally. But no, definitely the UTRGV event was definitely. I mean, I know there was a hit and miss for some vendors, but for me, I was so stressed that day. Like, y'all have no idea, because there's just so much like compliance with the university and things, and I was just like, okay, can we do this? Okay, no, okay, we can't do that. Okay, so we're not gonna do this. Okay, so we can't be here. Okay, we gotta move over here. I need you to move over here, and so far, they're just horrible. That was like one of the worst days. I think I took like 7 Tylenol that day. Like, it's a horrible day.
No, for us, it went good.
That's good. That's good to hear.
We've done one in Corpus. I just
Yeah, the one in Corpus.
Oh, the card show, the off the wall card show. Yeah,
and it was all cards, brother. All cards. I'm sorry, but I don't like them.
You don't like the all card shows?
No.
I mean, it's different. I mean, it's good and bad because there's different types of shoppers, right? Card shoppers are a little more. I'll rather trade for this and that, and everybody buys at 80%. Not really room for margin and so forth. But I mean, you gotta grow the crowd in every different category. You don't want to do just an all Funko show because you might not get nobody. Because Funkos are even worse, right? They're up and down. But no, that's good. So, you guys being located in Alamo, you guys have been open pretty much about a month, right? Pretty much. So what are you guys' plans? Like, do you want to make sure that you guys are going to be in it for the long term? Like, what's the mission for J5 Collectibles?
We want to be hopefully a long term.
Yeah, I mean, whatever we can do, it's just like we're trying it out, and we just hope we can just hope that we keep on going, make it to where it's as a matter of fact, I was talking to my wife about this, that we just don't want to open up a business on just collectibles. We looking into other kinds of businesses, like something else, other than no car wash. Okay,
no car wash.
No
man, successful, man. One every block.
I know, but yeah, we're looking into opening some other slowly, but maybe we'll get there, and it's something in the future. But we just don't. I mean, we opened this one honestly just to see how it goes, and hopefully we stay there for a long time. But also is mainly maybe to leave it to our kids, because our plans are in something else, different than just collectibles.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just backtrack a little bit. So you guys said before you guys had some experience with the business when it came to a bar.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna backpedal a little bit on this one and ask for a crazy bar story.
The craziest bar story.
I was never allowed in the bar. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, this is on you, Carlos. So
yes,
I'll let you.
I'm only allowed to go clean.
I'll let you tell me the funniest, craziest. I don't know, however you want to. I mean, I've always seen Bar Rescue, right? So I'm always like, man, I would do it this way, or I would add that, right? But I'm not gonna let you come off this podcast without asking for a bar story.
Well, honestly, I
Just
mean,
don't get yourself in trouble with the wife. No.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, we never had any like problems or anything there. There was only one time there was a fight outside the bar, and some guy broke his leg, or I think, and I don't know how he did it. I saw him, and then somebody told me his leg was broken. But somehow he just kept on running.
Jesus.
And I mean, I guess he got scared or something. I don't know what happened, honestly. But I mean, it was a good bar. It was on the Sada Expressway, and but honestly, it was just a big headache. I would not open a bar again. Never. No, definitely not. And on the story, man, honestly, pues, what can I say? I mean. Nothing.
My goodness, man, I have stories for days, man. Not for bars though. I stopped drinking a long time ago.
I mean, I had some stories that I personally had with other bars, right? I mean, when I used to drink, but not anymore.
What's it called? My goodness. So, alrighty. Well, before we conclude everything or we wrap up, what's the next event you guys are going to be attending?
This coming Sunday, I think we're gonna go help Mando at what's it called? The Pokefest.
Pokefest.
And then on July the 26th, we're gonna be over there in Edinburgh at the Collectors Expo. Is it Collectors Expo? Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm real bad with names, brother, honestly.
You got to get good with names, man.
Yeah, I know, pero ¿sabes qué? Just tell me where he's at. And I'm just gonna say Edinburgh and just give the flyer out. Read it.
That's funny. All right, so for everybody that's watching, we are. Well, I mean, I'm going to be there to film content, but J5 will be at the McAllen Convention Center for the Dojo Showdown, Pokefest 2025, Sunday, June 29th, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Admissions are going to be $5. If you guys have anything to do or nothing to do, I guess you should say, then you want something to do, make sure you guys stop by and check out Pokefest. You'll see a lot of different things. They got video games, card games, cosplay contest, interactive games, raffles, and vendors, and so forth. I do believe I'm gonna stop sharing this for a minute. They are gonna have a guest there as well. Jessica said that's why they have me to help them. There you go. So I'm assuming that's your daughter Jay, right?
Yeah.
Boom. See, I pay attention. So So they're gonna have Stuart Zagnit, who does Kogag and Professor Oak as there at Pokefest, and then they have some Professor Oak custom made pops and some more custom made pops. Okay, so again, guys, if you want to check it out, we do have that Dojo Showdown, and I'll be there to film content because I like to make videos sometimes just for fun. And then let me get the United Collectors going out, guys. So if you guys are available July 26th, we do have the United Collectors Expo going on, which is one of the OG, my personal favorite shows out there. So we have United Collectors Expo, July 26th, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. At the Edinburgh Activity Center, which is located at 123 East Palm Drive, Edinburgh, Texas, with a $5 entry. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure you guys follow us, follow J5 Collectibles on Facebook. They are tagged in the post before. I'm not sure if they need vendors, but I think Armando's the person to reach. So before we sign off here, guys, is there anything you guys want to ask me in particular? Or, I mean, it's up to you guys. I know you wanted to flip the script earlier, so
now it's our turn.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I'm not afraid. Trust me.
Okay,
I mean, I'm a little afraid.
Anything you want to add, Mom? Just give them the address where we at, and
we're located at 501 South Alamo Road, Suite 105.
We open from 1 to 9 from Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays from 12 to 9. And on Sundays we close, but if you guys need anything on that day, just give us a call or a message. A ver qué onda.
At 956-603-9789.
There you go. That's not the same number you have on here, though.
No,
you have 351.
That's
394.
Yeah.
So which numbers did you give? You gave them my number.
So J5 Collectibles, guys, this is their Facebook page. There's just different items that they have. So they got some prismatics, a lot of Stitch stuff. I'm assuming that was for Stitch Day because there's like 5 different posts, 6 different photos. Some lounge flies, so forth. So make sure you guys give them a like, a follow. The address is here, 501 South Alamo Road, Suite 105 in Alamo, Texas.
I'll change the number.
She'll change the number, or you can do an email.
Or
you can stop by. Just saying, make life easier.
Definitely.
So, right. 100% easier. So, can I call in the middle of the night? Just kidding. We go.
Oh, you call anytime. He's awake all night.
Yeah. The question is if I'm gonna answer the phone.
That's awesome. What's it called? So make sure you guys check them out. And again, guys, we are gonna have another local business on for next week. We're gonna have iconic collectibles. I think it's out of San Juan. I always get Alamo San Juan. Like to me, it's just like one area. I'm not even gonna call it. I call it far.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
I'm a group.
I just call it far. I'm not even gonna lie. I 100% just call it far.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get technical. But I mean, we'll have Nick on there, guys. So take a look out for that interview. He kind of wants to get on again.
Nick.
Right.
Oh, one more thing. Happy birthday, CJ. My son's birthday today.
Oh, it's his birthday
Yeah,
today.
his son, he just turned what, 24?
24. Happy birthday, CJ, from all of us here. Good luck. 24. Damn, I'm old. I'm old.
You're what? You're probably what, 28?
I'm 35.
No way.
Yeah, look at these gray hairs.
Brother,
This
you look like
this one.
28, bro.
Yeah, stop. Buy me dinner first.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you. But no, I'm 35 and I feel like I'm 35. So
Cool.
it's an amazing feeling. But again, guys,
You know how old I am, right?
I'm not going to that one, sir. So you gotta be smart on the battles you pick. I made it to 35 by picking my battles.
Okay.
But alrighty, guys. So happy birthday. Miguel says happy birthday to CJ too. So very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miguel.
So feel free to join us on the next one, guys. But besides that, we will probably see you guys next week, Friday, 8 o'clock, guys. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.